Well, speaking of another unwritten rule of baseball about making sure that once you hit a home run, you put your head down and start running the bases, that does not apply, at least not in the eyes of Yasiel Puig. And we saw he may have ruffled some feathers, certainly on the Mets side of things. What were your thoughts on some of the comments made to him on the field by some of the Mets players directed at Puig as he was rounding the bases after admiring his long home run?
Now, my thoughts were that you could tell the Mets have been playing some bad baseball for a long period of time because their body language, their complaints, to me, had more to do with how much they've been struggling than what Puig did. I didn't think Puig did anything really that was that wrong. They walked the batter in front of them in front of him to get to him. He hits an absolute no-doubter. That was not a fence scraper. He deserved to watch the ball go out of the park. And Wilmer Flores took him to task as soon as he was rounding first base. Listen, I think that's part of the game. You hit one that far, I say go ahead and watch it. I don't think he was trying to show anybody up. You know, he was proud that he came through after the hitter was walked in front of them. That's fine. So, again, I think that's more about the Mets' frustration than it is about Puig. Now, Puig is a lightning rod. He's going to bring out some anger and bitterness and a lot of other opponents besides the Mets, whether you're playing well or poorly. But I didn't think it was a big deal in terms of showing up the Mets. I think it has more to do with the way the Mets have been playing.
You know, why the issues, though, constantly with Puig? I mean, it's always something with this guy. He's rubbing everybody the wrong way. Wilmer Flores, Tom, doesn't say a word to anybody, and he's the one who all of a sudden gets offended and ticked off from Yasiel Puig. It's something about Yasiel Puig that doesn't seem very likable.
No, I agree with you. I don't think that it happens with a lot of other guys. I think they go out of their way to look for things to be have their feathers ruffled about. You know, it's because I think Puig does, he flips bats, he does watch home runs. The old school guys have an issue with that. Hey, listen, the game's changing, right? And I think those things, not to say they become commonplace, and there's a time and place for everything, but I have no problem with guys showing emotion when they do well. Not trying to show up the other team, and I don't think there's any way he was trying to show up the Mets. I think he was celebrating what he has done. And we're still in that awkward period where if you're an old school guy, you have a problem with that. But that is certainly changing.